In a world already trembling under the weight of conflict, a new cloud of fear looms large over South Asia. The tension between India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed neighbors, has once again caught the world's attention. As the world hopes for peace, the echoes of history remind us that peace is fragile. Today, we dive deep into the rising tensions, the heartbreaking reality at the India-Pakistan border, and what these new threats of war could mean for the future. Stay with me, because understanding this isn't just important, it's essential. Number 1. The historical wounds still bleed. The India-Pakistan relationship has always been marred by blood, betrayal, and broken dreams. Since the partition of 1947, generations have lived under the shadow of unresolved anger. Each war, each skirmish, and each ceasefire has left behind invisible scars that continue to shape the emotions of millions. The recent reports from the line of control suggest that old wounds are being reopened once more. Soldiers stare across the barbed wire, sometimes exchanging fire, sometimes exchanging silent prayer. These tensions are not born overnight. They are the bitter harvest of decades of mistrust and political missteps. As the cries of separated families echo through the valleys, we must ask, how long can a wound fester before it breaks open once again? Number 2. New provocations. A spark in dry field. Recent months have seen provocative actions on both sides. Military buildups, aggressive rhetoric, and shocking attacks along the border. Analysts warn that the situation today is far more volatile than before. Unlike the past, today's tensions are amplified by instant news cycle and social media outrage, creating an environment where misunderstandings can escalate. Within minutes, soldiers and civilians alike find themselves walking on a knife's edge, where one wrong move could ignite a firestorm. Both governments claim to want peace, but the heavy military presence tells a different story. Fear whispers through the villages near the border. What if the next bullet fired isn't just another warning shot, but the first strike in a nightmare? Number 3. The human cost. Lives trapped in fear. Beyond the headlines and political posturing lies the real tragedy: the innocent people caught in the crossfire. Farmers, schoolchildren, and shopkeepers along the border live in a perpetual state of anxiety. When artillery shells light up the night sky, it is not generals who suffer it, families who lose their homes, their loved ones, their dreams. Imagine sending your child to school not knowing if they will return, or tending to your crops as drones buzz ominously overhead. This is the daily reality for those living in the border regions. Their voices often go unheard amidst the roar of nationalism and pride. But their suffering, their resilience, their hope, against all odds, they tell the true story of this conflict. Number 4. Diplomatic efforts, flickering hope. Despite the ominous signs, there are still voices of reason trying to pull both nations back from it. The brink. International mediators, peace activists, and even quiet backdoor diplomacy continue to work tirelessly. Meetings between diplomats, joint statements calling for calm, and humanitarian initiatives offer a fragile but vital lifeline. However, peace is like a candle flickering. In a storm, it can easily be extinguished. True progress demands courage, forgiveness, and, above all, vision. It requires leaders willing to face political backlash for the greater good. The world watches anxiously, hoping that the leaders of India and Pakistan will choose dialogue over destruction, wisdom over wrath. Number 5. What lies ahead? A future on a knife's edge. The road ahead is treacherous and uncertain. Will cooler heads prevail, or will pride and provocation lead to a devastating conflict? The stakes could not be higher. A full-scale war between India and Pakistan would have catastrophic consequences, not just for South Asia, but for the entire world. In times like these, it becomes more important than ever for the global community to advocate for peace, understanding, and patience. We must remember that beyond the borders, beyond the politics, are human lives, each precious, each irreplaceable. The future hangs in a delicate balance. Let us hope, pray, and work towards a tomorrow where the sound of gunfire is replaced by the songs of peace. As tensions rise and the shadows grow darker, it becomes vital to remember the lessons of history. War has no true winners, only countless souls left to grieve. The situation at the India-Pakistan border is a chilling reminder that peace is a treasure we must guard fiercely. Let us hope that wisdom prevailed, that dialogue triumphs over violence, and that the dream of a peaceful South Asia is not lost in the haze of war.